In a peaceful little village, nestled beside a magical, glowing forest, lived a curious and spirited boy named Ayan. Every morning he'd run along the forest's edge, marveling at the soft, enchanting light that pulsed from within. The woods seemed to hum with a secret energy, and Ayan dreamed of discovering its source. One sunny afternoon, driven by his restless curiosity, Ayan ventured deeper into the forest than ever before. He wandered off the familiar path, a stick in hand, tapping at interesting plants and rocks. He soon came across a clearing where a magnificent blue mushroom stood, glowing brighter than anything he had ever seen. Without thinking, he playfully tapped it with his stick. The mushroom's brilliant light instantly dimmed, letting out a tiny, sad spark before going dark. Suddenly, the ground beneath him began to tremble. A gentle breeze turned into a swirling wind, and leaves danced in spirals around him. Soft blue magic, like morning mist, rose from the trees and the forest floor, gathering in the clearing. From this magical light, 3 figures appeared. A sleek silver fox with wise eyes, a small bird that glowed like the sun, and a squirrel whose eyes sparkled like gemstones. The silver fox, whose name was Lumi, spoke in a calm but serious voice. "Ayan, why did you hurt the forest light?" Ayan looked down at the dim mushroom, his heart sinking with regret. "I didn't mean to. I was just playing. Is there anything I can do to fix it?" Lumi nodded slowly. "To restore the magic and save the forest from fading, Ayan would have to embark on a quest to find 3 lost pieces of light that scattered when the heart of the forest was broken. Their first stop was a fast-flowing river. Ayan saw it immediately, a shimmering blue orb, the river spark, bobbing and weaving in the powerful current. He prepared to jump in, but the tiny squirrel Tinker chattered from a branch above. "Use your thinking, not your strength." Ayan paused and looked around. He gathered fallen branches and vines, carefully weaving them into a long-handled scoop. He reached out over the water, gently guided the scoop, and safely caught the glowing orb without disturbing the river. Next, Bolo, the glowing yellow bird, led him to the tallest tree in the forest. High up, caught on a branch, was a single, shimmering feather, the wind feather. It pulsed with a soft, windy light. Ayan knew he couldn't just rush. He began to climb, testing each branch for strength, moving carefully and respectfully. His movements were slow and deliberate. Finally, he reached the feather and gently plucked it from the branch, holding it safely in his hand. For the final piece, Lumi guided him to an ancient part of the woods where thick, heavy vines covered the ground like a blanket. Beneath them, Ayan could see the faint glow of the earthstone. Instead of tearing the vines away, he remembered Tinker's advice. He worked slowly, carefully lifting and moving each vine aside, making sure not to harm the living plants. With great care, he finally cleared a path and lifted the smooth, warm stone. With all 3 pieces of light collected, they returned to the darkened mushroom. Ayan knelt down and, one by one, placed the river spark, the wind feather, and the earth stone into the mushroom's cap. A brilliant, warm light erupted from it, spreading through the clearing in a joyful wave. The light traveled up the tree trunks, into the leaves, and across the flowers, making the entire forest glow with renewed magic. Bolo chirped happily. "You did it, Ayan. You saved us." Lumi approached him, her silver fur shimmering. "Ayan, the forest is alive. Every plant, every stone, and every creature is part of its heart. They must be treated with care." Ayan looked at the vibrant, magical world around him and understood. "I promise," he said softly. "From now on, I'll explore with kindness and respect." From that day forward, Ayan wasn't just a visitor to the forest. He became its protector and its friend, always remembering the important lesson he had learned. As he stood watching the woods sparkle, he whispered to himself, "I learned to listen."